On the one hand, he condemns what happened on June 23rd, 1985, and on the other, he is in bed with the very people who espouse the cause for which that 23rd June 1985 disaster happened. So, what is the real story here? Let's take a quick look. Justin Trudeau being selfish, that's all I can say. He just released this statement saying that 329, I'm not sure it was 329 or 333, innocent people died in the bombing of Air India Kanishka AI-182 on June 23rd, 1985. Now, the condemning of these perpetrators looks good on paper, but what is the kind of company he's keeping these days? He is in truck. He is in bed with Jagmeet Singh of the National Democratic Party. Many people call Singh an arch Khalistani separatist. And why was this plane brought down? In the cause of Khalistan. Because 1984, the Golden Temple action happened, and then followed by that, in a few months, Mrs. Gandhi was assassinated. In 1985, this happened. And now, in a couple of days' time, you're going to have a Khalistan Car Rally. It starts in it's in Toronto, okay? Starts in one place and then it goes through and here is the best part. Now, the people who are behind this, they want the role of India investigated in the bombing of 1985 Air India Kanishka. There were two planes, there were two bombs actually. One was put on a plane that went from Canada over the East Coast, and the other one was supposed to go from Canada to Tokyo, and then from Tokyo, that baggage in which the bomb was kept was supposed to be transferred to an Air India flight. They were hoping that the Air India flight from Tokyo to New Delhi will actually blow up. As luck would have it, the flight got delayed and this baggage was waiting on the tarmac and it blew up on the tarmac. So people lost their baggages, but no one lost their lives in the second plane. So the person who did all this stuff, who planned all this stuff, is a guy called Talvinder Parmar. And what are the Khalistanis in Canada saying? That they are celebrating Shaheed Bhai. He killed 333 innocent people, including many Sikhs. And it's all okay? How is that okay? So this is the kind of hypocrisy that he wants to say. And they want to now try to somehow pin this also on India. How? Decades of investigations have proved that India had no such rule and that Parmar had led the bomb plot. So why are they trying to spread this lie? Somehow, now you can see that the Khalistanis are seeing the ground slipping from under their feet. US has practically, clamped down on them. Mr. Pannu is now missing. Gurpatwan Singh Pannu, they're saying that he is probably holed up somewhere in Canada. We don't know where, but he is definitely missing. 3,000 people were supposed to come and protest in front of the White House when Modi's speech was going to be delivered. Then only hardly 50 turned up. You saw that video that we put out. So definitely in the United States, the Khalistanis have been contained, lying low. I don't know what exactly to say, but it is definitely under a lot of control. Now in Canada, it's not the case. They are in big numbers and now they are trying to somehow twist the tail, somehow keep changing the plot. So one might ask, why does Trudeau get in bed with Jagmeet Singh of the NDP? It is believed that the NDP is now practically filled with Sikhs and especially the more extremist minded Sikhs. The liberal Sikhs who used to be part of Trudeau's Liberal Party were actually kind of shunned, and the way the nomination process was taken over, now those people have left the Liberal Party and I don't know where they are aligned now. But the majority of Sikhs in Canada are very uncomfortable with what is going on with this Khalistan stuff. But the math forces Justin Trudeau to be in bed with Jagmeet Singh Dhaliwal. By the way, he doesn't like to mention his last name, Dhaliwal. He says that means it indicates his caste. I have no idea, guys. I don't know how names can immediately indicate something. Whatever it is, it's Jagmeet Singh, NDP. He has sway of 24 seats. So Trudeau doesn't have an absolute majority. He is 13 short of absolute majority when the elections happened in 2019. So he needs 13 seats to get the absolute majority. Where can he find them? He can find them from conservatives who are not going to come into power with him. So he can find them in Quebecois, but then that is a different ball game. The Quebecois, they want separate Quebec, and that's, if he has to do if he has to go and form a government with them, then they may ask for a separate Quebec. And I'm afraid now Jagmeet Singh might also start making noises that he wants to carve out Khalistan inside Canada, especially in the British Columbia area, which is where many Sikhs are located. I think the majority are in British Columbia. Perhaps Toronto is the other big place where you can find Sikhs. Anyway, so the 157 plus 24 takes him over to 181, which gives him that operating majority. So for a while now, this is going to be the way it is. And as far as Justin is concerned, he may not have any other choice except perhaps go for elections, go for snap polls, and try his luck and see if he can get an absolute majority, convince the Sikhs who had left his party to come back saying, I made a mistake, I'm sorry, I want you to come back. I mean, thousands quit the Liberal Party. That might assuage some tempers, that might make the mainstream Sikhs come back to the Liberal Party. If that happens, then Jagmeet Singh will lose out his hold, and that might mean the end of the Khalistani movement in Canada. And again, even assuming that Khalistan gets formed somewhere in some part of the world, do you think the people will leave Canada with their cushy 60,000 a year jobs to go set up home there? Most likely not. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications.